Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to this new episode of This Is My Offer. Today, we have got a distinguished guest, Tim Siebel from Bosch Engineering. Tim, could you take a minute or two to introduce yourself and the company?
Hi, Ashish, and thanks for the nice invite. And yeah, very happy to share. So my name is Tim Siebold. I'm the product manager, cloud services at Bosch Engineering GmbH. I'm responsible for the service Automotive Data Transformer, which I'm really happy to introduce today to you. And yeah, for those of you who don't know Bosch Engineering, we're a 100% sub of Bosch. We are located in the north of Stuttgart, and we have 3,300 employees. And our main business is to deliver and provide customized end-to-end system solutions to our focus customers like sports and luxury OEM or emerging OEMs. And what we basically do is to leverage our existing access to the Bosch product portfolio and combine this with our unique domain cross-domain expertise.
That's great. And thank you so much for coming to our show. So, as we talk about ADT, the Automotive Data Transformer, can you share some of the customer demand signals that prompted you for creation of this offering?
Okay, yeah, sure. So of course, so to better understand why the ADT is needed at all, we first have to look on how automotive development look like today. So normally, after the software was developed and deployed on the vehicles, of course, there are the test drives, also endurance ones, where the software itself is tested on real conditions in the vehicle. And there, these cars are equipped with high measurement and high resolution measurement equipment, which generates gigabytes and terabytes basically of data, and thousands of signals. And yeah, what we currently see is that these files are, of course, often saved in MDF, so measurement data format. It's the automotive specific standard, which has the advantage that it's very efficient in terms of compression. So for example, we just extracted one file from MDF to Parquet, and it was 25 times smaller, basically, than the Parquet files. And this file format also contains already the signal and the metadata, and it's really widespread. So it's used in ICE development, but also in ADAS. But it also comes with some downsides. So it's very provider specific, and it's also it's kind of difficult and challenging to work with. And yeah, what we see currently in the automotive development. So the first step is basically to save these MDF files then in the network drives and store the files there in the project folders. And as you can imagine, the files then without any metadatabase quickly get lost, or finding the data which you need in troubleshooting, etc., is kind of very time consuming. And the second thing, of course, the developers and the engineers today or nowadays use mainly not cloud-based, but a local software for analytics or simulation. And this software runs locally on the PC mainly, and therefore is, of course, especially for multiple files and multiple test data, kind of slow. And there are then already some compromises done so that not everything can be tested, and partly it's simply impossible to run such analysis on gigabytes of test data on your local PC. And what we also see that currently a lot of steps are still done manually because analytics with scripts also require, of course, more effort, multiple lines of code. It's not so intuitive. And for that reasons, the question is, how can we improve this in order to also speed up the time to market? And there, cloud comes and kicks in. We see a big potential here, and a lot of automotive or OEM as well. US AWS also pushing in this direction with the Virtual Development Workbench. So the promise is that with the help of saving data, for example, the metadata in the database, you can find these relevant test files directly within seconds. And also the analysis and the simulation runs in the cloud, and with the capabilities of the cloud, of course, much, much faster, and enabling also completely new use cases like with Gen AI. And for that reason, um, working in the cloud offers, I think, much better test coverage, returning a better product quality, and speeds up this whole cycle, significantly, and the time to market. The only problem what we see is those two worlds collide, because on the one side we have the automotive world with this measurement data format as mentioned,
Hmm.
is unfortunately not supported by these cloud tools. Those cloud tools work rather with the big data formats like Parquet. So the question is, how can this be solved in order to unlock these potentials of the cloud? And yeah, for that reason, I wanted to show shortly the current alternatives what are available. So regarding the local conversion from MDF to this big data formats like Parquet, there are libraries or third-party converters available already. Unfortunately, they have high licensing fees and partly not even support Parquet. That's a big problem, main big problem, of course. But they still run locally, so they, still slow, and it's still a manual process. And the whole nice cloud-based journey which we want to have is therefore not enabled. So if you want to bring this in the cloud in order to enable this, and create your own workaround and develop something like such a converter, cloud-based converter, it's either kind of slow because it's not parallelized in the cloud, or it's getting complex if you implement this functionality. And this means, of course, high design, implementation, testing efforts, and also this kind of hidden maintenance costs, and this risk for something what is basically not your key USP or something like that. It's just an enabler that you can do your work. And we saw the big niche for a third-party managed converter in the cloud, and therefore
Hmm.
developed Bosch Engineering Automotive Data Transformer.
Okay. No, that's a great explanation. With your decades of experience working with automotive data, that comes across loud and clear as you build this offering. So, as you said that there are other offerings in the market, could you please share some of the differentiating features of your offering?
Okay, so the ADT, the Automotive Data Transformer, is exactly bridging this gap. So we have on the one side MDF files, which he is able on the one side to extract the metadata from, and save it to JSON, for example, and directly save it then on the S3 storage. It's able to transform also the data, which is currently also done by other tools,
Mhm.
and resample the signals by interpolation. And last of all, it offers the parallelized conversion also from the signals. So we extract the signals and convert them to Parquet. And we are able to do this very, very fast. And in total, the tool offers and is built up like we have an API which allows very easy requesting those functionalities, and also 100% automation in your workflows. It's 100% AWS native, so perfectly integrated, and is directly available on the AWS marketplace. So you don't have to contact any sales and can directly get it. By this, it's really easy to integrate. And our target customers are, for example, data engineers from automotive OEMs or system integrators who can very easily integrate the automotive data transformer in their data engineering pipelines. And secondly, also cloud developers and architects so for example, from ISVs for analytics or simulation tools, have the
Mhm.
possibility to integrate the ADT as a microservice in their complete entire cloud solution in order to get reliable MDF support and unlock completely new use cases. Coming back to your original question with the benefits, so we see the big advantages of the ADT in offering all this functionality instead of investing months in developing something like that uh, directly in minutes. So you can have it run and available in 30 minutes or set up in less than 30 minutes. We have solved the problem with challenging MDF processing, I would say,
Mhm.
with this very simple API calls. So you don't have to be an automotive expert to use it. And as mentioned, you can directly integrate it into your pipeline and automate everything. And the third step, what we currently also had in the past, a problem with these local converters. So it's by parallelization much faster. So it's compared to the sequential or two times parallelized conversion on local PCs, we can parallelize this conversion of the single signets up to 1,000 times. So what we really measured was 40 times time improvement compared to locally running this.
Mm.
And what we also see, and it was the feedback from the customers, is okay, we don't want this high licensing fees. We don't want to do the maintenance. So what we are doing and offering is a continuously updated SaaS offering, provided or offered as a pay-as-you-go pricing. So it's really attractive to get things done. And and last but not least, compared to the high complexity you will be getting if you develop something like that. Also, in terms of security, I mean, it's very sensible data. We have certified or get the AWS certified by AWS, so it's really on the marketplace. It's approved and developed it according to the high Bosch standards, and also did a lot of things to make it really secure. So and the best point is that the data will stay and remain basically in your account. We will just get a cross-account access with the ADT, so you don't have the data will never get out, and you can anytime revoke your or our access to the ADT.
Yeah. No, this is super exciting, right? So if you, I love this slide where we looked at all the way from the stack of security to really helping the data engineers to work with it at a very fast pace, increasing the time, and while at the same time we have addressed the cost equation as well. Super excited about this offer. So if somebody wants to get started, how do they get started, Tim?
So the good news is, Ajit, that the ADT is directly available on the AWS Marketplace. So you can just visit awsmarketplace.com, go to and search for Automotive Data Transformer, and you can also test all the features because we have a free trial, so
Mhm.
no risk at all. Try it out. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. And of course, we are really looking forward to seeing you accelerate your automotive development with the RDT.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that, we're going to conclude this episode of This Is My Offer. Thank you, Tim, very much for joining us. Thank you, everybody online, for watching, and meet you at the next episode. Thanks all.